I want to talk about Fortnite and this esport of, Fortnite and in kind of, obviously it's had a shaky history, without a doubt. But at the same time, guys, I want to talk in this segment of the show about why isn't Fortnite esports being really continued in a major way? Why isn't it being serviced majorly by Epic Games at this point in time? So let's talk about that. Guys, Fortnite, for me, and I've stated this before, I'll say it again, that it's a title that I absolutely loved when it first came out, but then when the building aspect of Fortnite started getting really intense and was one of those things that you had to put so much time into just to kind of keep up with what other people were doing, that's where it kind of lost me. It got so competitive, and so the level of difficulty, in my personal opinion, got to a level, unlike many games I've seen out there. Now, I've also said this. Fortnite is one of those titles from an esports perspective, and just from a casual, gamer perspective, it's one of my favorite games to watch, from the esports side as well as just, watching it from a casual perspective. I love watching Fortnite. I just love watching it because it's a game I'm not like amazing at. It's a game that I believe takes immense amounts of skill. From building to editing to, having that precise aim and such. There's just so much that goes into it. Starcraft, and Starcraft 2 in particular, in my opinion, is the best viewer experience, and has been in the past, in my opinion, of any esport in the world. And I just think that the level of difficulty, it's like the tennis of esports. It's like, 1v1, and it just takes... you just see how draining each game is as these players are playing, and they got to motivate themselves, just them alone, and just the amount of things that they're doing on that mouse and keyboard is unlike any game you'll ever see. Now, the StarCraft 2 was that game for a very long time. When Fortnite came out and Fortnite Esports came out, I got that same feeling about the esports side of Fortnite. I felt to myself, this reminds me of StarCraft, because StarCraft 2 it's another one of those games where it's easy to play, but it's very hard to master, and it is a game where there's just not much room for error. Really, it's very unforgiving at the highest level. The same thing here with Fortnite Esports. It's very unforgiving, and you got to be on top of your game. You got to be, when you're trying to be the best in the world, it is crazy what these guys have to do. And what I'm going to say, guys, is that I got that same feeling, though, with Fortnite Esports as I did with StarCraft 2 Esports. This thought that, Fortnite has something very special here. Just from a viewership perspective, it's awesome to watch the pros play Fortnite. It's so much fun to see the building and how quick they are and how good they are at it. And, that's just my opinion, guys. I absolutely love watching it, and I want it to be serviced, like, in a major way. And it seems like Epic Games doesn't seem to care as much about servicing Fortnite as an esport. They're servicing Rocket League as an esport, making that free to play and things of that nature, which is great for Rocket League. But you got this other title, Fortnite. Why can't there be, this significant competitive nature to Fortnite? I mean, I understand they want everyone to be able to play it, but there comes a point where when you have a game that's got this potential to be an esport, and a massive esport, to say the least, you should service that. Whether it's, by separating playlists and such, where some people have those casual playlists where all the casual gamers are playing. You've got the competitive side of things, which, they're separating these things in ways, but it's just not serviced like, when they were doing the Fortnite World Cup and such. It's changed. And, I think it may get a lot of the pros to end up moving over to other games. Now, Fortnite is still a massive game, so whether you're playing it at a very high level, you can, of course, stream, you can create content around it, which is great. But I just think that for Epic Games, Fortnite has something very special and unique that no one else has. There's a lot of course, skill that is put into this. I think that, having it like kind of based around teams would actually be a really smart decision, to, at least in my opinion, to continue like squads or duos moving forward in the esports side of things. I get this feeling that Epic Games doesn't really care much for the esports side. They want just Fortnite to reach the masses, and they don't want to really service the esports side of things because Fortnite was built on just casual fun. But I just feel that there's so much potential there, and I would really hate to see this title not go down that route of continuing to really service their esports. Whereas they're focusing all of it on, say games like Rocket League, which Rocket League is a great esport. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's a great esport. I'm very excited that it's free to play. It's going to reach a huge audience, and it's going to continue to grow over time. But if Epic Games did that as well with Fortnite, I mean, it would be so huge. It just continues to grow the legacy, the story of Fortnite. We're talking tournaments, guys, that were the biggest tournaments like all time for, when we're talking about just esports in general. There's something there. And so I really want to see them continue that moving forward. And I understand a battle royale, it's difficult to do it well with esports. I understand that. But there's definitely, you continue the trial in the air. You keep on trying different things. And they were doing that. But it just feels that they really let off the gas. And I'm not talking about just throwing money at it like crazy like they did. I'm talking, just kind of continuing to service it, figuring out what they're doing right, wrong, and what they can do different moving forward. We're talking, Fortnite has done so much for gaming, guys. It's responsible for taking us from where we were in gaming to the next level. It brought out superstars in Ninja and so many other creators and streamers and such. It did so much for gaming as a whole. It did more for gaming than any other one game has done, ever in history. We could say that Starcraft really started esports for, just in a major way, and kind of making it more mainstream, and Starcraft 2 in particular, making it more mainstream, in like 2010. But still, you could look at, other, titles out there and that kind of raised the bar and kept on moving us forward as an esport, within esports and gaming as a whole. But Fortnite took us, shot us up in such a huge way. It made gaming like mainstream. You had so many other, athletes, musicians, comedians, other creators out there, actors, actresses playing Fortnite. And so what I'm getting at, guys, is that I don't know if we'll ever see something like it again. And Fortnite has cemented itself in history from an esports perspective and from a gaming perspective. But I want to see that continue. I don't want to just see it kind of start slowly fizzling out over time. It's never going to hit the numbers it did. But I think that there's something there. It's special. Continue the esports side of it. It needs to continue, guys. That story is far from over. It's very fresh. It's very new. So I really hope Epic Games decides to continue servicing it in a major way. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you guys think that the reason why it's not being serviced as much is just because it's not, kind of battle royale is difficult to make into an esport, or what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Fortnite content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.